Welcome back to Uthanak Legion, a division of the Kolat Information Network. So today we're going to go over the new and reprinted cards that were shown off in the Mercenary Print and Battle deck that Woodrow and Josh spoiled a couple of weeks ago. You can find the links to my other videos about the rest of the spoilers um, in the description below, as well as a link to um, the Warlord page so that you could print out your own copies so that you can teach your locals how to play and so they can get an understanding of what faction they may want to use. So up first is a new mercenary uncommon warlord, Anna Siona. Um, she is a 5th level cleric warlord human peasant. Um, she has 2 attacks, a +5 and a +1. Seems to be frost damage, ice damage. Um, 15 AC, +9 skill, and 3 hit points. She has medicine +5, and she has a limited react. After an opposing character moves, your target character journeys. Moves forward or backward, right? So medicine is a feat. Target a wounded character in this rank and succeed with a medicine check, DC 20, to remove a wound from the target. Um, so that's kind of crazy that 9 skill and a +5 on the also on the modifier. Um, Now you're healing a wound on a 6 or better is kind of insane. Um, Being able to do it 75% of the time is very strong. Um, if I'm remembering feats correctly, but all other feats you add this number to your skill. Um, we'll see how good this Warlord is. Very simple ability. Um, I like that you get a once per turn um, sort of a shadowy move when your opponent moves a character that you can move one of yours. All right, let's talk about um, some of the other cards in this uh, uh, Print and Battle deck. So we have Shambling Horror. This is a 2nd level evil cleric undead monster. Um, +3. This is not poison damage, but necrotic. 11 AC, +0 skill, and 1 hit point. It has reach, which means you may target up to 2 ranks away with melee strikes. So in rank 2, you may target the 1st rank of your opponent, similar to if you had a character in the 2nd rank with range target. And characters killed by Shambling Horror are banished instead. Again, very simple ability. Um, Kind of interesting that it's a cleric. AC is a little low for a second level character, but reach is a fantastic ability. And also, Jason Engel to uh, continues to create breathtaking art for this game as well as other games. You get 2 copies of that in here. Next up is an oldie but a goodie, Brine Fiend, a level 1 classless monster, plus 0 attack, 8 AC, 0 skill, 2 hit points. It's been printed since the beginning of the game. This is a reprint. Having 2 HP is very important. Obviously, you don't want your front rank to completely be obliterated early. Even with the low AC, getting having that most characters have to swing into it twice to get rid of it is important. So a nice classic, easy to understand reprint. Next up is another Jason Ingle special. This is Flame Jester, a level 1 evil rogue, character human cohort, plus 3 fire damage, 13 AC, plus 3 skill, 1 hit point. This character has reserved, which means it may not start in play, and has ward. May not be targeted by opposing non-strike actions. So this is going to be one of those characters. I'm assuming the reason why you cannot start it in play is because it has ward. Being able to stop your opponent from casting spells on it, from playing a random action like exhaustion or something of that nature is extremely powerful. Obviously, it can be targeted by strike, so a ranged strike or melee strike is still legal. But the rest of that is very, very strong. We'll see how it plays in the 5e environment, as well as how good it will be in the Ancients environment. Reserved is a keyword that most of us who have played Ancients understand, because some cards are listed as they're reserved and cannot be in your starting army. So it's natural that they put this here, and I like that it is a keyword now, so that they can kind of design characters that are good, strong, first rank characters, but ones we don't want to stay started and play. So it gives them a little leeway in the design process. Oops. All right. Next up is another new card. This is Isidran Kennelmaster, a level 2 good fighter, uh, human ranger, 3 plus 0 melee attacks, all physical damage, 10 AC, plus 2 skill, 1 hit point. It has unarmed, which means may not equip items. Now, I don't agree that the keyword they should have used for, or the definition for unarmed should have been may not equip items. Unarmed to me means cannot equip weapons, or maybe cannot equip a shield. Now, in all honesty, if this card was actually talking about the dogs and not the kennel master that is walking the dogs, I could maybe see this, but I don't agree with them using this term. Now, I see why that they may not have wanted you to be able to equip items on it, but um, I don't, not fond of the decision, right? So he's holding 3 dogs on a leash. I understand he can't carry a weapon. Okay, that's fine. But he should still be able to strap on armor if he needs to, wearing a hat or gauntlets, whatever. I mean, even if you look at the picture, even the artwork depicts that he's wearing some armor here. Why can he not equip armor? So this one to me does not seem playable. Um, it may be playable in the Kingswood edition, the 5e edition of the game, but I I don't see it, unfortunately, especially with not having the ability to equip any items whatsoever. All right, next up is another lovely reprint, another Jason Eagle banger. Um, Ash. This is a level 3 evil fighter, Sutek monster barbarian. 2 physical attacks plus 5 plus 3, 13 AC, plus 3 skill, 2 HP. React. Before target character is killed by Ash, if the target is higher level, heal or remove a wound from Ash. If the target is lower level, banish it after it dies. This is a very good reprint. There are so far several Sutek characters as well as a Sutek Warlord. I'm glad that they're giving this group some spotlight, similar to what some of the spotlight they got in 4E. So I'm going to enjoy slaying with these guys. All right, next up is another reprint. This is Gift from Above. It's a 3rd level cleric action. Order target character gains a bonus to attack and AC equal to this character's level this turn. So obviously this is talking about the cleric's level. Um, so your Warlord is a level 5 cleric. So if you use this on one of these characters, it's going to get plus 5 attack and a plus 5 AC. It's going to make it dang hard to be hit in here. This is an old staple, great card, and simple to understand. All right, next up is Quick Strength. This is a level 1 cleric action with the ability React. Before target character within 2 ranks makes a melee strike roll, the target gains a bonus to attack equal to this character's level this turn. So once again, with the cleric that's in this print and battle deck, it's plus 5. Um, so that gives you a 25% better chance at being able to hit the character that you're going after. This is also another reprint. Um, Probably, definitely an underutilized card in Ancients, but in a smaller card pool, like what we're going to be getting with starting with Into the Accordlands. This is a very fine card and will see play in a lot of cleric-based strategies. Sacrifice. So this is another reprint from the early days of the original game. Level 1 cleric action. React. Before your target character suffers wounds, this character suffers a wound. Reduce the target reduce the wounds that target suffers by 1. So basically, you redirect one of the damage from the character that they're wanting to put it on onto your cleric. Obviously, you could do that with the warlord and put a damage on him or her to save damage on your other characters. Um, um, Now I do not remember playing Sacrifice in the early days, but I could be remembering this incorrectly. There were other cards that I liked better in that spot. Uh, again, this will depend on the remaining cards that we're going to see in the first set as to how playable it is. Lastly, we have some items. So up first is Battle Worn Helm, a level 3 cleric item, helm, plus 2 AC, no other game tags. A simple to understand, uh, basic common. Uh, now, I went over this in the previous videos, but your characters each have a slot for different pieces of equipment, one weapon, one shield for the offhand, one set of boots, one set of greaves or gauntlets for the arms and hands, um, one set of armor, one helm, etc., one steed. Um, and so you're only limited to one of each of those. If it doesn't have a designation here, then you can pile as many items on there as you want. Lastly, a long-term staple. This is Riding Horse. It's a level 3 classless item steed. Order, spend the Riding Horse, move forward one rank. Steeds are used in this game so that you can move your characters, higher level characters, from the back ranks to the front ranks, um, so that you can put them in better position to wreak havoc. Um, Usually, um, decks that are fighter based and really cleric based as well do more front rank fighting, whereas wizards and rogues, wizards wants to do attacks, wants to stay farther back. Rogues can play either or, but they also like to get into your opponent's ranks. So sometimes a card like this will help you get there. All right, guys. So that is it for the Mercenary Print and Battle deck. If you'd like to catch up with all of the cards that have been reviewed by Kingswood Games, and also take a look at the sheet that I have compiled all of the cards that have been spoiled on, check out the link below to Uthanak Legion webpage. There you will find up-to-date items as they add in, and hopefully we can get a bigger picture of what this set's going to look like. Until next time, no matter the game, there is no escape from the tiger.